Hi guys, it's Sunny here. I'm going to give you my review for Wrestlemania 37 for Night 1 and Night 2. So here we go. Mania Night 1 review. We had Vince come out at the beginning. He thanked the fans, told them to be excited, told them to have fun and whatnot, I think. And I think some of the superstars were crying. BB Rex had performed America the Beautiful for the anthem. Titus and Hogan were hosting. They were kind of cringe at first. We did have a rain delay, which had these two people, Michael Cole and Samoa Joe, in Ring Pound show. The match we're going to review is Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre. It was an all-right match. It was a 3 out of 5. Lashley retained, and I thought Drew was going to have his moment in front of the fans, but no. That's alright. He might have it at WrestleMania Backlash, whatever that is. Who knows what may happen, but yeah, Lashley retained. Next match we had was the Women's Tag Team Gauntlet match. It was a 2.8 out of 5, maybe a 3. Felt like it was all over the place sometimes. There were some slips, but it wasn't their fault. It was because of the rain. Tamina and Natayla won. Alright match and whatever, but I wanted Lana and Naomi to win, or probably Riot Squad to win. The review was Cesaro versus Seth Rollins. It was an okay match, around 3.6 out of 5. Cesaro finally got his moment. He swung Rollins around, and the crowd counted with him. Fantastic. It was an all-right speed. It was Miz and Morrison versus Bad Bunny and Damien Priest, between a 3.8 and a 4 out of 5. It was actually pretty good to me. Bunny actually did amazing. He turned with Adam Pearce and someone else, but damn, he did good. The flips and whatnot were amazing. I loved how he shocked people in the Miz. And actually, I want to see more of how he can wrestle, because that was amazing. Matchup to review was for the tag team titles. It was a close 3.6 out of 5. Omos and AJ won. Omos did pretty good. Match is okay, fast paced. They made him seem like a giant that can't feel kicks because Xavier kicked him. He ate Xavier and won. AJ actually pinned. This matchup was Braun, Strowman, and Shane McMahon in a steel cage match. It was a 3 out of 5. There were some good moments with Shane where Strowman threw Shane McMahon off the top of the steel cage, and where Shane was climbing down from the cage, he took the cage wiring off, and he threw Shane back in, and then he did end up winning the match. Next match was the main event. It was Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair. It was the main event, and it was a 5 out of 5. The girls did well and deserved it, and Bianca was the first African American woman to win the championship in the main event, and she was emotional, and she deserved it, and we got great moments. Her boyfriend or husband did come in and kiss her, so congratulations to Bianca. I loved it. Should mention it was the first time females have main evented WrestleMania, I think, and it was probably the first time it was African American. For my Mania Night 2 review, Titus and Hogan actually came out as pirates, and it was funny and it was amazing, and I actually liked it. It wasn't cringy. Don't want to forget about the Hall of Fame. On Night 1, there were some people that were cheering, and then the second Hall of Fame for Night 2, they cheered a lot for Kane. We did have a recap of Vince McMahon from last night, and then there was another lady who sang the national anthem. I didn't know who she was. Going with the main event and then going up to where it began, Bryan versus Edge versus Roman was 4 stars. We had Edge put a chair piece in Roman's mouth, and then they fought over Roman, which poor Roman, because Daniel and Edge were pushing back and forth, and then Roman speared both of them, and then pinned Edge and Daniel at the same time, so Roman actually retained. The co-main event was Asuka versus Rhea. It was actually good. I think Asuka lost a tooth or something. Rhea was actually ready for Asuka. She had a live performed by Ashley Costello, and she won the championship. They both did everything perfecto for Night 2, and Rhea deserved it. The Women's Tag Team title, Shayna and Nia versus Natayla and Tamina. Natayla lost a tooth, went through her lip, and she was submissioned by Shayna, so they actually retained. So Shayna and Nia are still your winners. The match was 3 stars. Apollo versus Big E. I'm going to say it was around 3 out of 5. It was actually a Symphony of Destruction match. It was alright, fantastic to me. Big E got hit by Dabba-Kato, and so now Dabba-Kato is with Apollo, and is his Commodore. So Apollo is still your champion. Riddle versus Sheamus was an okay match, fast maybe meter paced. Sheamus and Riddle did well. Sheamus kicked Riddle when he did a flip and then won the title. I feel like we may get Sheamus vs. Riddle in the next preview again, or on SmackDown. 3 out of 5. Zayn versus Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens won. He pinned Sami Zayn, and then Logan Paul, or was it Jake Paul, went to go lift Kevin Owens' arm, and Kevin stunned the Paul. So, there's that. Gave it a 3. I saved the best for last. Randy Orton versus The Fiend. So, we had Alexa come out as this, and it seems like her darkness was seeping out. She came as Funhouse Alexa, and she has very nice face paint and whatnot, and she was very happy and interacted with the fans. The box appeared, and she played it, and the sound of Pop Goes the Whistle played, and then The Fiend popped out, and the fans cheered for that. He did jump into the ring attacking Orton. He did have a new look, a new mask. It was fantastic. And then he went after Orton. He almost won, but then got distracted by Alexa, who was souping, eeping, gooey mess, and had black goo coming down her. So Orton ended up winning. Alexa betrayed the Fiend. And there was a stare down at the end. Alexa stared down the Fiend. The Fiend had red eyes. I'm guessing he was possessed or angry. And so, yeah. Looks also like the lady from Game of Thrones. Also, the evil queen from Once Upon a Time. Appearing, I did want more. It is a 3 out of 5 or a 4. But we probably will get something on Raw. This is future me coming in. We did get something on Raw. There may be a future video coming in soon. Anyway, I'm excited for what's going to happen next with them. I'm here for it. I am on the bus. Let's do this. We may see Fiend and Orton at WrestleMania Backlash. We may see Alexa as well. Mania as a whole seemed to be 7 out of 10. In my WrestleMania Night 1 and 2 review, hit like, share, and subscribe if you want more, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.